All right, so let's build our chimney. I did make one small change between the time I had the design tutorial and the time I actually cut this, so that I shortened the maximum length of these pieces. So I have 3 side pieces here, but you'll have 4 in the actual file. It wasn't absolutely necessary, but I decided I wanted these a little bit shorter. So you'll have 4. The pieces are going to be like this. Find out which side is which. There we go. So from here to here, this little piece comes here. It's going to be like this. This one will be across the bottom, up. The short piece will be here, and our last piece will be over here. Now remember, when we did this, I decided that I wanted it open at the top, and we have these dark pieces like here that you couldn't see on my black surface that we're going to glue on to make it look dark on the inside. So we can start with that. So on the inside, I'm of the top and the front and back pieces, I'm just going to glue these in place. That's going to give it a look that, actually I put it on here, it's going to make it look like it's a nice dark hollow chimney. If I didn't, then it'd look kind of strange to have this light colored chimney look at the top. All right, so there's that one. There's this one. This is just some plain old black paper. Not textured. Noticed when I cut textured black paper, it loves to stick to a mat if the mat's at all sticky. And I have to say, I don't love that. Okay, so not here, but here and here. Okay, so then we also need the sides. So it'll be on this piece and this piece. And here I'll probably want to fold in these score lines so that I don't accidentally lay these black pieces over them. I guess you could also take a magic marker or something and color the inside of this if you didn't want to just tape paper or glue paper on. Again, this is just for the looks of it. I admit for the tutorial I'm not doing an awful lot of really refined settings. I'm not doing the inking and things like that I would do for a completely finished product. So let's just fold this along the score lines here, the rest of our piece. Okay. Okay. Now, if you want to, while everything's flat, you can turn these pieces over and put these on. But I'm not going to do that because even though it's easier to put it on when it's flat, I want to be able to cover up some tabs. So just in case I have any mistakes and everything, I'm going to put on the trim afterwards. So let's go ahead and put this chimney together. Some glue on the tabs. Oh, okay. One thing I should have done before I did that, let's just do a hurry up thing here, is I should have put our pieces together. Shouldn't take long. that one to there, and this one to here. Yeah, do that before you start putting glue on the tabs up here. Okay, and it's not going to make a complete loop this time because it's open at the top. All right, so again, glue. Side, line it up. Push it down. This will be our back side. You'll see the tabs on it. Not to worry, that's fine. Glue, glue. Push it in tight against it. It should pretty much go into place nicely. Right. And we're going to put the front of our chimney on, like that. Do this part first. Got our black on the inside. It's a little tricky up here because we don't have that last piece. We left it hollow, so you just kind of have to do your best to line it up. On the other hand, you can stick your finger in there and give it a good pinch. Just make sure it kind of lines up with the rest of the piece down here. Looks okay. Coming apart over here. I'm going to turn this over and just put some pressure on it. Also lets me see that I can pull this out just a little bit to line it up here. That side looks okay. Pull it out a little here. Just kind of nudge it in, and if you need to, grab a dowel. Kind of press in there. Once that's in place, the rest of it should go on pretty quickly. Lift up these tabs so that they're pointing up. It'll be easier for them to grab. Put glue along the tabs. Once you have it lined up, turn it over and push down. This is a case where I could have cut a hole in this bottom piece to give me access to the tabs if I wanted to. Didn't think about that. It's not absolutely necessary. Right now all we have to do is put on our trim pieces. This goes on the front. I find that getting digital patterned paper is very helpful, and I use Affinity Photo to resize things down. So if these bricks actually started out much larger, I could shrink it down and create little bricks, which is important for what I want to do. Okay, here is our 2 score lines. So I'm guessing that's going to go across the top which of course we don't need. So this here and this here are going to be, let's see, side pieces here. Oh, actually, that's the side. All right, we need to get rid of the top. So yeah, just figure out where they fit and put them in. Structure this simple. It's usually pretty straightforward to find out where things fit. It gets a little more complicated. Be sure to mark it by comparing it to your Inkscape program. Bottom. This should be another score line there. Try to get it somewhere near the edge. And finally our side piece. And lastly, this is the piece that we cut as for the part that sticks up and the roof doesn't completely cover. So I'm just going to put that on. And now you'll see why we did the inside like we did, because if you have a slight angle, at least it'll look like it's a nice dark chimney. So that's that. Now, we'll bring over our house. If all goes well, this will fit nicely against the foundation like this. And we can center it on where the roof is. There we go. And so our house, bring it over here into the view a little bit. It's starting to take real shape now. And we have our two columns that will fit here, and it'll all look nice. Okay, so that's the chimney.